Greetings to all and welcome to Redeemapalooza number 9. We don't have a lot of time, so we're going to go over the course right away. That's right, we got some trapdoors. We got Mini Steve. We got 3/4 Steve. We got some pins. We got Mini Steve going through some more trapdoors. Lots of uneven track. We got some molasses drip and bobbles. More trapdoors around the half bed. Triple trapdoor before you get to 3/4 Steve. Molasses drip into the mustache explosion. With a guaranteed win bin finish. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 12 races, redeems, and damage both on. Cost points to join, but you get points back if you finish. Let's see who's going to take this one. Right out of the gate. Already 2 down. Drahuska wastes no time. Immediately kills themselves. Bravo. Dr. X also following suit. Down to 8 already. Love was assault. First one in. Trying to get through into the 3/4 seat, but goes the wrong way. Has to go back and try again. Coming around the second time. Justin makes a good line. Looks like Dublix, Sabio, and Urbane Anxiety all trying to push through as best they can onto the pins. But Love was assault is getting some very well-timed boosts as they continue through. Into the Mini Steve. They go. Dublix in second. Justin third. Abio in third. Urbane Anxiety in 5th place, just trying to get the round bend as they all go through. Love was assault very close to the trapdoor. Makes it across. Justin with a good line through on that Mini Steve. So far, the Marble's doing well to dodge the trapdoors. A little bit of a bobble there between Justin and Dublix, but looks like they're going to continue pushing forward as they go around into the next trapdoor. Love is all a dangerous line. Dublix a dangerous line, but the trapdoor feeling merciful spares all 3. And now they go into the uneven track. Got to be careful not to boost too hard, or you could jump right over the side rail on the corner. Love is all continues pulling down into the pins on past the blaster chip. Dublix trying to get through. Doesn't have as lucky of a line. Justin coming around in 3rd place, trying to close the gap and overtake Urbane Anxiety back in 4th place now. As the Love is all continues to boost their way into victory. Going down into the bend. Only a little bit left to go for Love is all. Dublix with a very wild bounce. Trying to keep it together. Actually goes for the shortcut hop over the top. Doesn't take it. Love is all down through the trapdoor. And just like that, top 2 contenders are out of here. And we're down to 6 with Justa in the lead. Now taking through into the triple trapdoor. It's a rough triple trapdoor, but Justa goes right over the door. Door stays up. Looks like it's open for Sensei Balker, but they jump over it masterfully. All 3 marbles in contention for 1st place. Amiu back and forth. Don't try to bluff in 5th place. The last 5 marbles remaining. Going through the 3/4 Steve into the mustache explosion on the trapdoor finish. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty good one here for Urbane Anxiety. Comes through with a perfect line into the mustache. Needs to whip around. Goes for it. Hits the explosion. Gets murdered by the mustache. Sensei Balker straight through off the back shot. Coming down to the center. Justin with a chance, but they go backwards. Sensei Balker gets the pin. Dead shot right down the middle. Sensei Balker taking the first victory. Abio gonna swivel around, takes second in stride, and Justa gonna have to settle for 3rd after wrestling with the mustache a little bit longer than they would have liked. They will get themselves down in that win bin in the last 15 seconds. There you go. Sensei Balker takes the victory, and we're moving on into the next one. Race number 2. Let's go. Get him in, get him in, get him in. Redeemapalooza number 9. Stopping for nobody. All right, this is the 2nd race. Let's look at the track. Start off, going down into some wiggly waggly, unevenly waddly on the Steve. We got the trapdoor, 3/4 Steve, trapdoor mogul, excuse me. Going into some pins and explosions. Lots of wiggle waggle as you go across these moguls and static pins. Going on the Mini Steve static pins. More explosions, more wiggle waggles. Trapdoor, moguls, mustache and trapdoor again. And then a mustache broken Steve. Molasses drip 3/4 Steve. Molasses drip broken Steve. Trapdoor pin, mogul whooping around into the half Steve. Broken Steve. Drop down 3/4 Steve. Guaranteed win finish. What a variety we have in store for us here. Almost every single Steve representing and almost every single obstacle tile represented. And all in a very elaborate curl around. No skip chances that we can see. But this is definitely going to be one for the redeems. But they have to do the right ones at the right time or it could all fall apart. 12 marbles ready to take it. Here we go for the 2nd race of Redeemapalooza number 9. Don't try to bluff out in front, but Chicken Roo, the slow and steady master, finally making an appearance here, and they will be taking an early lead as they go to the seat, but they are obviously going to be going the wrong way, going towards the back and living up to their namesake as the slow and steady master. Justa will take a good lead, going perfectly through on the 3/4 Steve. Damien going to be following suit with a similar good line. Love Result also getting a good line on the 3/4 Steve, and that's going to put some distance between the first 3 marbles and the peloton in the middle. Justa, Damien pushing through, trying to find those good timings to get themselves advanced as best as possible. Damien with a dangerous boost into the corner. Justa goes backwards. Damien finds the line through the pins. Loves us all. Having a little bit of trouble. Justa's going to try to retake. Coming up, going backwards again. Damien right down through into the Mini Steve. Oh, but it's a bouncy Mini Steve. And that little bit of a flick could cost them everything. Chicken Roo already out. Not to be heard from ever again. as Damien trickles out of the mini Steve. Love Result is going to get through with a very good time boost going down into the static pins. Just to come around in third. Don't try to bluff Droska, ABO, Duplex all fighting that mini Steve. Urbane Anxiety coming up, bringing up the rear in 8th place as Damien finds another good boost across into past the trapdoor, into the moguls, into the mustache. Love Result, not as good of a line, bounces a little too hard on those bumps and falls out of the map. Justa barely holds on as they go through. A couple more marbles taking a rest, and Justa just smushed Droska. Droska never able to catch a break. Will once again be thwarted. Damien, though, still in the lead. Now coming up into the second mustache. Needs to be careful. Is going the wrong way. Has to go backwards to try again. AMU also going the wrong way. Not looking good for the entrances here in the mustache. Damien trickles out, going down in first place. Has a good line on the broken Steve into the blaster strip. Good line on the molasses into the three-quarter Steve. Going through on the correct side. AMU coming around with a little bit of a hop hip. Coming through. Don't try to bluff. Move through in third place. Duplex in fourth place. Coming down past the blaster strip into the broken Steve. All the marbles starting to clump up on each other. Duplex making a huge break straight through from fourth to first. Going across the trap door into the pins. Another boost straight to the wall on the right-hand side. Coming across on the moguls. And it could be Duplex with a snipe right towards the end. Only 3 more Steves left to go. Duplex takes the explosion in stride, coming around right past the half Steve into the broken Steve, go through, but barely misses the exit timing, and Damien has a chance to come back. A good flick from the half Steve, going through into the broken Steve, goes around to the outside. Duplex for the trickle down. Looks like Damien's gonna stop. Here comes Duplex coming through. Three-quarter Steve, bounces once, bounces twice. ABU in the back trying to make it happen, but Duplex has already gotten through on the three-quarter Steve. It's just a matter of time to get to self, but they've boosted backwards. Why would they do that? They've gone completely backwards through the three-quarter Steve. Damien circling around, ready for victory. And ladies and gentlemen, Damien takes it away from Duplex, who foolishly decided to boost in the wraparound for absolutely no reason whatsoever. They're going to have to battle for second place as they finally circle down. Thankfully, they had enough time between them and third place to get through, even though they went backwards. AMU takes third. Justin looking for fourth place, just trying to get some points with a good collision from Don't Try to Bluff, who's going to finish in fifth place. And with 10 seconds left to go, Urbane Anxiety looking to not go negative here. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Looping around 5 seconds. It's gonna be close. They're Urbane Anxiety again. Get down now. Wall of Death has denied them once again. And that's gonna bring us to the end of this second race. Let's look at that leaderboard. All right, ABU jumps up to first place with 11 points. Damien holding a sturdy second place with 10 points off the single race. Sensei Balker. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Sensei Balker is going to drop down to 8. Justa at 5. And Duplex finally sees positive at 5 as well. Don't Try to Bluff eking their way back up. Let's get into the third race here. Get your marbles in, everyone. Get them in, get them in. $60 seconds going off on the clock. Let's take a look at the track. Starting off with some pins and a curve, and oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to challenge the 28-second world record on this season. This is the moment. The skip chance Magnificat right here. Skip chance down to the center. Past the trap door. Wiggle waggle and even track going down into half Steve. Looping through another skip chance right there around the bend. Coming through trapdoor, three-quarter Steve. We got some moguls, we got some bends, we got some spaghetti. Potentially even yet another skip chance over there as you go around. And another skip chance coming through on the snaking curve. Going through the full Steve, round the bend, into the long straightaway filled with pins, trapdoors, and explosions. Then you got mustache, then you got trapdoor, half Steve, and then you got yourself going through into the guaranteed win finish. 5 seconds ticking down. Who is going to be the glorious marble that will risk it all for the sake of the world record and some huge points and a huge lead? Duplex is already up and running, and it has amounted to absolutely nothing. Purple Tally falls through. Love Rules Us All goes for a skip over the tuck to the second trap. Can't find the landing, though, and it's going to be 0 for 2 on the attempt so far, but we still got plenty of skip chances left to go as the marbles round the bend into the next shot. Emu bounces a little bit too hard on that bend, falls to their death. Love Rules Us All taking credit for the kill. The rest of the marbles now making their way up into the second skip chance. Is anyone going to go for it? Droska, Dr. X, Urbane Anxiety, Sensei Balker. Is anyone brave enough to do it? No one doing it just quite yet. Ooh, Damien falls through the trapdoor after some collision with the other marbles. Urbane Anxiety with a chance to go for it. Sensei Balker, will they make the move to go for the skip chance here over the top of the right-hand side? No. Skip. You're all cowards. Bunch of chickens. Droska, though, will be taking the lead as they come out through the bend into the next skip chance section here, and this could be a more safe skip chance if you got the good timing. Droska decides to boost, ends up just going backwards and forwards, absolutely nowhere. Justa in second, Dr. X in third, and now Droska's going backwards, gonna let the other two marbles catch up. Jake Gaming in fourth place now, trickling down as they go through the uneven track. No skip chancers just quite yet. Sensei Bulker, Urbane Anxiety making their move up in 5th and 6th place, respectively, as they go down towards this full Steve. And as Dr. X first one through, Droska giving chase with some good strikes and boosts. Justa coming around in third, and Jake Gaming's gonna take Justa out from behind like a cloaked dagger in the night. Droska just went for a straight shot down into the wind bin off a pin shot, and they almost pulled it off, but as per usual, Droska just can never catch a break, whether the track or the Redeems be the one taking them out of the course. Jacob Gaming already through, coming around to the final bend. This could be all they need to secure the victory here. Dr. X needs to do something if they want to try to take it from Jake Gaming. Sensei Bulker, big side, he's stuck back in the mustache. There's the pin. Jake gets the shot, takes it straight down into the wind bin. And that's going to be Jake Gaming with a first place finish for the third race of the night. Dr. X coming around looking for second if they could just get the pin shot. And did they miss? They did not miss. They did actually fall through the wing, thank God. And it's going to be Urbane Anxiety and Sensei Bulker fighting for it. Urbane with a straight shot through thanks to the pin. Looks like Sensei's going to have to go around one more time. Not going to be able to get those extra points, but they will see positive after this one. What a race! Unfortunately, no super strikes there for the skip chance, but that's okay. I'm sure we'll have another chance coming up real soon. Taking a look at that leaderboard. What do we got? Emu drops down to 9. Sensei Bulker rises up to 9. So tie for first right now. Damien drops down to 8. Jacob Gaming up to 6. The rest of the marbles falling down. Dr. X, though, sees positive at 3. And Urbane Anxiety breaks even. Congratulations. Let's go into the next race. Race number 4. Loading up. Get your marbles in. And thank y'all for coming out for Redeemapalooza. We try to do it every Sunday now at noon because schedules. I know, it's crazy. That being said, 1 minute on the clock. Get your marbles in. We're going to go over the track. Looks like we got the teal track again. Very nice. Start off with a trapdoor right out of the gate. That's going to be rough for some. Coming up into the broken Steve, and then we got trapdoor. Going through the uneven track into the half Steve, and trapdoor again. It's going to be a lethal one. Explosion into trapdoor into mustache. Static pins coming down into the full Steve. Explosion. Going around in some squiggly spaghetti before you hit some moguls. Another straightaway down through into the 3/4 Steve. Pop it up with a slight skip chance, but probably not worth it. As you go through the half Steve, in past the pins and explosions. One more loop around the full helix past all the pins to get you down into the molasses drip finish. This is going to be a brutal race. Hope the marbles are ready. 10 seconds ticking down. Get your marbles in, and here we go. Race number 4 for Redeemapalooza, number 9. Oh, we're ready today. Here we go. 13 marbles in it to win it. Here we go. All of them getting out on those early boosts, trying to through into the broken Steve. And looks like all have made it past the trapdoors for now. Now they're getting a little risky. Dr. X, first one claimed by the trapdoors. ABO needs to be careful. Also goes through the trapdoor, but Justa is out by a mile right now. Really getting those boosts timed perfectly as they go around into the mustache with another good dismount into the static pins. Droska, don't try to bluff, and Dublix are going to be fighting for second place. And ooh, don't try to bluff. Just smushes Dublix right into the railing, taking him out of this race. Droska, though, in second right now. We'll see if something terrible happens to them inevitably soon as they go through the Steve. There's the explosion. They actually took it like a champ. And Droska might be turning it around right now and going for that victory here if they can just keep everything under control. A couple bounces over the trapdoors. Good boost past it, but there it is. Too much boost. Bounces right over the mogul, and they're out of here. Justin now takes over in first place. Love vs. All overtakes Don't Try to Bluff with a very well-timed boost coming up on that straightaway. Kira Rozalka somehow did not fall through that trap door, even though it was wide open. I think it closed just as they were falling, thank goodness, as the rest of the marbles move on. Love vs. All continue to try to test their luck with those boosts. Justa in second. Don't Try to Bluff coming back in third place. Kira Zalka, Jacob Gaming, and Urbane Anxiety all trying to make it happen in the back of the peloton there as we go through into the 3/4 Steve, half Steve combo with the minor skip chance if someone wanted to go for it, even though it probably wouldn't be worth it. Here we go now as the marbles close up. It's going to be Justa moving up into second place and closing the gap on Love vs. All. Don't Try to Bluff holds third as they get now out of the half Steve. Kira Zalka, Urbane Anxiety, Jacob Gaming, and Chicken Roo all taking it slow and steady. Loves us all. Has a good boost. Goes for it and a little too much there. Oh, what a big pin blast to Justa, who actually went backwards, hit the side of the track, and then shot down. Unfortunate there, or maybe they struck. I'm not sure what, but it did not work out. And somehow Kira has come out on top after all the carnage. Coming up into the Blaster Strip finish. Kira Ozalka looking to put it through. They've got the speed. They don't even need the boost. They just sauntered their way into victory. Kira Ozalka takes first place here in the 4th race. Don't try to buff. Oh, the tiniest bit too slow. Couldn't lip it over the edge. Sure, Bane Anxiety is going to make it through with a good enough speed on a good line. They're going to take 2nd place. And now Chicken Root, Jacobs Gaming, the last 2 marbles with only 13 seconds left to go. They're going to need to boost on something if they want to get themselves those extra points. Chicken Root, the slow steady master, needs a boost to make it happen. No! And Jacobs Gaming did boost into 3rd place. Chicken Root falls to their death. But Kira takes it, and that's going to change things up on the leaderboard, I bet. Let's take a look. Kira Ozalka now at 10, tied with Jay Cliff, also at 10. Amy Yu drops down to 7. With her Bane Anxiety joining up at 7. Sensei Bulker falling down to 7. Damien down to 6, and the rest of the marbles not looking great. But we will continue on into race number 5. Get those marbles in. 1 minute on the clock. Let's take a look at the track. Here we go. Ooh, we got some black track now. Coming up into the bend, you got some pins, you got some straight through into some static pins, you got a trapdoor, explosion skip chance down to the wind ring. Just saying. 3/4 Steve going through, past the pins into the Molasses Strip, 3/4 Steve again, half Steve into the trapdoor, not quite a skip chance. As you go around into the bend on the straightaway, you got some uneven track into a trapdoor. Wiggling around on the half pine, it is going to be a trapdoor, 3/4 Steve, broken Steve, trapdoor, static pin, Molasses Drip combo. You know, like we always see. Coming down to the 3/4 Steve, static pins, Molasses Drip, trapdoor, broken Steve combo. Not to be confused with the previously mentioned combo. That's going to get you down in past the trapdoor and the moguls for the Molasses Drip finish. 14 marbles out now. It's getting dicey. Lots of points up for grabs. A 1st place finish gets you up into the top. It's anyone's game right now. Here we go. The marbles ready to go. Boosting away as they try to make it out of the exit. Some damage being done. Oh. Loves us all. Completely murdered. Dublix, I think, either boosted or struck completely out. And now we're coming up into Skip Central. If someone marble wants to go for the jump here to try to make some mystery glory happen, Fresh Fruit Tea, Druska, Kira Ozalka, Damien, Dr. X, Chicken Root, Jacobs Gaming, Justa, Urbane Anxiety, Amy Yu, and Sensei Bulker. Is no one going to go for the skip chance? Rest my heart. One day we'll have a skip chance to come in the ranks and show everyone how it's done. That being said, we go now into the 3/4 Steve, half Steve trapdoor combo. As the marbles struggle with these Steves going in the opposite direction, is going to be Dr. X falling backwards. Damien takes the lead as they go through on the half. Steve dodges the trapdoor, continues forward in through the bend. Kira Ozalka, 2nd one through as Dr. X holds 3rd, Justin 4th, and Druska in 5th place. And Druska boosts into 2nd place. We've seen this before. Will it end in disaster like it always does? Druska, perfect line, perfect boost up into 1st place. Damien holding 2nd. Some good boosts and bounces from Druska. Fresh Fruit Tea, I don't know where they went, but they're out of here. Damien trying to close the gap back on Druska as they go up into the 3/4 Steve, broken Steve combo, and past the trapdoor. It's going to be Chicken Root, needs to be careful, barely gets past the edge. Dr. X following suit on the same line, just also going to make it just past that line, and all these 5 marbles up front are looking to make something happen here. The other 2 in the back are going to have to do a little bit harder, and Jacob Gaming has given up. He might, I don't even know what he's done. He might want to jump or strike or something. He needs to do something. Damien is now in first, though, as they try to get through on the 2nd 3/4 Steve combo. Damien gets pushed back. Druska falls forward, goes through in 1st place. Damien retake. It's back and forth between these 2. And Jay Cliff actually skipped down into 3rd place. Are you kidding me? The skip chance is alive, ladies and gentlemen. Druska straight through on the break. And Steve, Damien has a shot if they can just boost through with enough speed. Here comes Druska with a chance to finally make it happen. Damien jumping, bouncing around. Here comes Druska, goes backwards. Damien goes forward, going through. Damien needs one more boost to make it through the win ring. No, hits the edge, and Truska's got it all lined up. They just need one more boost, but they keep going backwards. Jaclef Gaming over the top, coming through in second. Dr. X in third as they close the gap. Truska needs to find the line, find the way, boost it out, and they make it. Truska finally gets a victory. Jaclef with a perfectly timed boost into second. Dr. X bounces and counts for third as they lip it over the edge. Chickenroo, So and Steady Master, right there into fourth place they go. Justa coming around for fifth, and Sensei Balker, with only 15 seconds left to go, needs to find a way to get themselves into this rig. Justin, do they have enough speed? Yes, they do. Straight through. Nicely done. And Sensei Balker, no, not enough to make it happen. He's going to fall to their death. And that's going to do it for the fourth race. Let's take a look at those results. My God. We got a good Redeemapalooza here, ladies and gentlemen. Things is a brewing. Jaclef Gaming jumps up into first with 17 points. Kirizalka drops down to 8. Dr. X jumps up to third with 5 points, tying Emio and Sensei Balker and Urbane Anxiety. Damien 1 point behind in 7th place. And Druska seeing positives after that win, but it's going to need a couple more if they want to take it for this week. Going into the 5th race, get your bobbles in. Let's go! No, you jumped. I'm assuming you jumped. Did you jump or strike to get unstuck? Whatever you did, you dropped down and you landed it. 1 minute going up on the clock. Here we go. Get your marbles in. Let's go over the track. We got moguls, we got bends, we got a straightaway. A little uneven. Going through into the first double Steve of the day. And it's a double Steve, trapdoor, double Steve, molasses strip, mogul combo. And a chance for a bit of a skip if you want to go for it. Otherwise, you got to go around on the long bend, in past the mustache and the explosion. Moguls and the molasses strip into the half Steve, mini Steve, broken Steve combo. Dismounting into the S-bend before you go through the next broken Steve, molasses strip. And finally, you got mustache, 3/4 Steve, molasses strip, wiggle waggle past the 3/4 Steve, and a trapdoor guaranteed win finish. Yikes. It looks like we got another dicey one ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going to happen on this one. Well, that would sound like that would work, Jaclef. That sounds like that would work. Here we go. 13 marbles. Looking to push for glory here as they go through. Druska goes, I don't know what just happened. Dublix just rocketed out of oblivion. Whatever they're doing, it's not working today. Druska, though, is going to take an early lead as they go through into the double C, but they've missed the exit. Has to go back and try again. Don't try to bluff Damien and Dr. X. All the D's up front right now. And it looks like Huska is going to take out Dr. X with a little bit of a smoosh coming out of the first double Steve. Damien tries to make it through. Jaclef Gaming having a little bit of trouble as well. Sensei Balker misses. Kira misses. Justa comes around with a good line, comes through, but Damien's got some good speed on the dismount. Comes around the bend as they work their way down into the mustache. Jaclef holds through in second. Sensei Balker third, and Kira in fourth. Those static pins give Damien a little bit of trouble. The rest of the marbles are closing the gap as they all try to push forward. Druska now making it in the mix, and well, it looks like Justin, don't try to bluff, also entering into the combat. There's going to be 7 marbles fighting for first place right now, with the other 2 not too far behind. Coming up into the mustache now. Damien with a perfect line. Goes almost straight through, but catches it on the edge. Druska takes an explosion straight to the face, but did not handle it as well before, and they're going to be eliminated out of this one. Damien, though, still holding first place for now. Don't try to bluff. Holding second. Here comes Justin, Kira, Zalka, Sensei Balker, Jaclef Gaming trying to catch Damien right now, but Damien's doing pretty well on these Steves. Justin's got a line, though. Justin's got a very good line. Ooh, a little bit of a stumble, though. Coming up on that mini Steve. Has to go around on the outside. Don't try to bluff. Straight through all 3 of them, and they're going to close the gap on Damien as they come down in through the S-bend. It's going to be Damien. First one through into the second. Broken Steve, don't try to bluff. Hold second, and Justa coming around in third. The 3 marbles challenging now as they go down into the molasses strip, and it looks like they're both going to have a pretty good line straight through on the Broken Steve, but Justa gets a bad bounce. So does Don't Try to Bluff. Not sure what happened there. Damien now taking a stronger lead as they go up into the mustache, and they're going to get a pretty good line and a perfect boost through straight through into the second mogul molasses strip, and it's going to be Damien all the way up in front, almost uncatchable at this point, and they just have to survive the trapdoor to finish out this race. It's Damien into the 3/4 Steve trapdoor combo. Will Don't Try to Bluff be able to make something happen? Justa coming through with a good amount of speed, but Damien's got the good line right past the trapdoor. Door closes, circles around once, circles around twice, and Damien's through for victory. Absolutely astonishing second half performance there by Damien. Absolutely perfect boosts all the way through. And a well-earned victory there For the 5th race of the day, Justin Don't Try to Buff fighting for second. Just the first one through for second. Don't Try to Buff settles for third. Now with 15 seconds left to go, Sensei Bulker and Chicken Roo need to make something happen. Will they be able to get through on the 3/4 Steve and still be able to drop down where they need to? Sensei Bulker straight through, almost too fast. Needs to circle around one more time. 5 seconds left to go. Can they drop down to get it to happen? 2 seconds. Sensei Bulker, no! Sent a little too much speed there. Couldn't slow down enough to drop down. And Damien, I believe, with their second win of the day. Let's take a look at those points. It's going to be Jacob Gaming dropping down to 15. Damien shooting up to 14 now. With Justo holding 9 points. Kirozalka at 8. Dr. X at 3. And the rest of the marbles also at 3 or less. Don't Try to Buff shoots up to -3. Which could be something, but we're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway there. 6 more races to go. Let's go into race number 7. Get those marbles in. And thank y'all for coming out to Redeemapalooza number 9. I'm having a blast. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Let's go. 1 minute on the clock. Let's go over the track. We got some fancy woodwork to get us through. We got a 3/4 Steve. We got double trapdoors. We got a little bit of uneven track going through on the Mustache Broken Steve trapdoor combo. A little bit more wiggle waggle and a very long uneven straightaway with a couple trapdoors mixed in before you get through on the bend trapdoor into the mini Steve Blaster Trip Mustache combo. Half Steve into the Blaster Trip trapdoor full Steve combo. And then finally a trapdoor uneven track Blaster Strip finish. This one's going to favor the boosters, but don't boost too hard, or that could do it for your marble on this run. Let's get him in and get it going for the second half of Redeemapalooza number 9. I don't know what it is. I'm just in a groove today, you know? Sometimes you're just ready for it in a groove. Here we go. You'd never know I worked for 9.5 hours today. 13 marbles in it to win it, and they're already boosting out of the gate. The 3/4 Steve going to mix things up just a little bit, but lots of marbles in contention for first place. Right now, we got Dr. X, Dublex, Stroska, the D's really dominating today. Urbane Anxiety and Amy O all getting down into the mustache now. Dublex actually manages to get ahead of the mustache before it closed off. Stroska with a slow row. Amy O with a good boost right down past the mustache now, but both of the marbles in the front having trouble getting past the Broken Steve with a bad line. Amy O gets a good bounce over the right-hand side, and they're going to come around in first place with Dr. X right behind in second. Damien comes up in third. Jake Lift Gaming in fourth, but Dublex and Dramoska are not done yet, and the D's continuing to dominate up in front as they push through on the very long straightaway, and this is where the boosting is going to make everything happen. ABU actually too much speed bounces out of the track. It looks like Sensei Bulker taking Love Rules Us All out. AMU's gone, and Dr. X is gone as well, so just like that, 4 marbles down on that treacherous straightaway, and the marbles continue to boost their way up into the second half of this race. Kira's down, Justice down, Droska straight through into first place. Dublex holding second, but just by an inch, coming down into the mustache now. Both marbles with pretty good bounces. Dublex, though, with a bad bounce, goes the wrong way. He's going to have to go backwards and try again, but they managed to sneak out just in time with Damien coming up to all 3 Ds in the middle. It's going to be Dublex, Damien, and Droska trying to get through. Dublex with a horrible bounce in the half. Steve goes backwards all the way up into the mustache again. Droska holds first as they come down past the Blaster Chip. Damien trickles down in second. Dublex recovers with a beautiful line coming up in third. Damien overtakes Droska with a good boost. That Droska goes the wrong way and through the Steve. There goes Dublex coming over the top, and Dublex from third to first as they overtake Damien coming up into the bend, and it's just coming down to the final straightaway here. We got the trapdoor, we got the uneven track, and we got the Blaster Trip in the finish. Droska's overtaking to second. Droska overtakes in the first, but bounces backwards, and Damien goes forward and jumps over the top, and Damien with a perfect deflection off of Droska takes the victory. Dublex didn't have the line, gets the race full of the rim. So Droska's going to be able to take second place off of that one. And that leaves third place wide open with 18 seconds left to go. The marbles in the back need to boost to get them through with just the 10 seconds left to go. Don't try to bluff. Chicken Ruin, Jake Lift Gaming, boost your little butts off. You gotta make it down to get those extra points. Don't try to bluff. Coming up as fast as they can to the Blaster Trip. 4 seconds left to go. One more boost to do it. No, they hit the rim. Just misses out on that timing. And Damien with their 3rd win might actually finally be in first place. Gotta love the Redeemapalooza point structure. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. There you have it. 24 points for Damien. They might want to take a break, let the other marbles catch up. Jake Lift Gaming in 13 points for second place, just down to 7. Droska jumps up to 7, finally seeing some significant positives now as Droska falls to 4. The other marbles well below And it's going to take some good wins for these marbles to catch Damien at this point. Damien on fire with 3 wins today. Let's see what happens in the 8th race of the event. Spoodry, just in time. You can come out of nowhere and steal the victory. Get those redeems on. There we go. Race. What was this? Number 8? 7? 8? Race number 8? I don't even know. Hugo Diaz. Hello. Welcome. Let's go over the track. We got the trapdoor into the half Steve. We got the trapdoor into the double Steve. We got the mogul trapdoor static pins, and then trapdoor, broken Steve, half Steve combo. That's gonna be nasty. Trapdoor into the mini Steve. Trapdoor coming up into the bend with a tiny skip chance molasses drip into the broken Steve molasses drip trapdoor, and another tiny skip chance before you make your way around on the Steve, up through the static pins, and a little bit of uneven boost into the guaranteed win finish. So again, this is going to be another booster favored map, but again, got to be careful on those boosts not to go too hard at the wrong time. 10 seconds ticking down, get your marbles in, last chance to join. Let's see who's going to take this one. 15 marbles now, ready to go for it. And plenty of points yet to be had. Here we go. The marbles boosting out of the gate. Dublix, Dr. X, Spoontree, and Droska all giving chase as quickly as possible. It looks like they're doing pretty well right now with these boosts up into the double Steve. Droska has a pretty good line and narrowly avoids the explosion thanks to a swiping blow. Hugo Diaz just jumped over everything right up into 2nd place. I hope you all saw that because that was absolutely phenomenal work there by Hugo Diaz. Here comes Sensei Balker in 3rd, but they're having trouble going forward. Don't try to bluff. Also having trouble. Hugo Diaz pushing their... What just happened? Everyone just committed suicide. Everyone just jumped off the track. Anyway, just the also falling Kira Izalka falling. Maybe one too many trapdoors for the competitors. We're down to 5 marbles, maybe 4, as they all make it through into the half Steve. There it is, more collisions as they want to make the way out of that half Steve. Sensei Balker, first one through in 1st place. Dr. X in 2nd. Here comes Jake Cliff in 3rd. Love us all having trouble figuring out which way is what. Mr. Hunchback with their first appearance is now in 3rd place by elimination. And that could be boding well for them. Over the trapdoor, looking good. Love us all also with a pretty good line. Mr. Hunchback makes it up over the mini Steve. Here comes Dr. X and Sensei into the trip. And it looks like it's going to be a chance for a skip chance if someone wanted to go for it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could make it all happen right here. Dr. Hunchback actually has the opportunity. If they just wanted to risk it all right here, right now with a jump, they could go for glory. No, they missed the timing and they're going to have to go back and try again. Here we go. 3 marbles up front. It's going to be Love us all, Dr. X, and Sensei Balkar. All tied for 1st place with Mr. Hunchback in 4th, but not by much. Into the broken Steve. Love us all gets a good line. Dr. X goes through, and it looks like Sensei Balkar was destroyed by Love us all. Hunchback with a good bounce, a good boost, jumps over the top and lands it, and they've made it up into 1st place with Love us all scrambling for 2nd. Dr. X gets taken out with the bad bounce off of the boost, and here comes Love us all overtaking Hunchback out of the Steve. It's going to be neck and neck fighting for those 3 extra points, and Love us all, Mr. Hunchback coming down into the final part of it, into the static pins as they make their way around the bend. I have to be careful on the dismount here. Love us all has it all lined up. The uneven track ready to go. The pins are lined up too. Mr. Hunchback straight down. Love us all nails it. Bullseye and Hunchback. You went for it, Hunchback. You went for it. You went for it. That's all that matters. Love us all with a solo victory after that absolutely brutal but amazing race. Let's take a look at the points here. As it stands, Damien drops down to 22. Jacliffe Gaming down to 11, just to F5, tied with Trahuska. And Love us all flirting with positive points after a win. Now at -4. Let's see what happens in the 9th race of Redeemapalooza, number 9. It's a guaranteed win finish for your marble. Doesn't mean you can't fuck it up. Alright. Get your marbles in. Here we go. Ooh. Tempting. Coming on the clock, going over the track. Here we go. We got double Steve into the bend, and if you wanted to go for it, you got a big landing pad on that double Steve, but that's a big jump. Otherwise, you got to go through into the double Steve, and there you got a much better skip chance potential working around on that double Steve. That's going to get you through the blasted strip. Past the moguls into the next double Steve. Straight through on the crisscross, circling around on the trapdoor. Mustache bend. Into the blasted strip. Double Steve combo. Bit of an S-bend, bit of an uneven straightaway. Going down into the moguls, 3/4 Steve to get you through into blasted strip finish. This one's going to take some skill. It's not going to be boosts. Winning this race. It's going to be know-how. Here we go. $11 marbles in it to win it. The timer ticking down. Here we go. Justa right out of the gate. Mr. Hunchback also looking to redeem themselves. Joska in the mix as well. And now we have time for the couple skip chance potentials. Skip chance potential right here. Skip chance potential right after. Joska going through 1. Chicken Roo going through 2. Damien, Dublix, Sensei Balker, Dr. X, and Dublix. I don't know if that was a pin shot or a jump shot, but they absolutely went for it. But unfortunately, to no avail. The rest of the marbles with a chance to skip if they just want to go for it. Amy U's going backwards. All the marbles just kind of lumped up. A single jump could be what it takes to change everything. Loves us all going for it. Going down to the mustache. Just barely misses. And an absolutely brilliant effort there for Loves us all. But unfortunately, a little too late on the redeem. And they will not be heard from ever again. Droska in the lead. Going the slow. Never mind. It's going to... Chicken Roo in the lead as they go around on the bend. Sensei Balker moving through in second. Damien looking to overtake and going for yet another victory here. Could be their 4th win of the night unless the other marbles have something to say about it. Big bunch up of marbles all piled up as they try to go through on the bend. Lots of bouncing, lots of boosting. Damien looking good once again. Chicken Roo, Mr. Hunchback, and ABO need to do a little bit better if they want to keep Damien at bay. Damien with a good chance to go right through on the mustache, and it's a straight through for Damien. Is Damien going to do it? Their 4th win of the night as they come up into the moguls and the blaster strip double Steve combo. Chicken Roo in second. Hunchback in third. Sensei Balker in fourth. Scrambling for something to happen. Justa and Dr. X in the back. Looking for a moment to strike, but they still have to wait their turn on that double Steve. Damien making their way down into the straightaway. Has to make it through onto the blaster strip finish. If Damien could just put it together one more time, it's going to be their 4th win of the event. Chicken Roo, though, is coming up from behind the slow and steady master, starting to put on some speed as they go through into the 3/4 Steve, but they're on the wrong side. Amio's going to make a last-minute boost to try to challenge Damien as they go through. Damien's going to go for a super boost right down the middle, but loses all momentum, and Damien's reign has come to an end with an absolutely tragic bouncing ricochet. Abio just barely lips it up into first place. Chicken Roo in second. Hunchback, oh, just nails the edge in third. Just with enough speed to make it in 4th, and Dr. X just enough speed to make it into 5th place. An absolutely stellar finish by all marbles except Damien. And that's going to move a couple places on the leaderboard. Let's take a look. Damien drops down to 20. Amio drops up to 9, which is tying Jay Cliff. And then we have Justa at 4, Droska at 3, Mr. Hunchback at 2. The rest of the marbles see a negative right now. No one with a perfect, terrible run. Let it be said. So no perfect bad runs for today. Everyone's looking good. Everyone's looking good. All right, here we go. Race number 10. Only 3 races left. And only about 20 points between the main marble clump and the lead. So this is still anyone's game. Let's go over the track. 1 minute on the clock. Get those marbles in. Here we go. Trapdoor right out of the gate. Do be careful. You got some moguls. You got some uneven track. You got an explosion or 2. You got a mini Steve, broken Steve combo. You got a trapdoor mustache mogul blaster strip combo. Double Steve into the trapdoor, double Steve into the double Steve, into the mustache, into a skip chance straight into the wind bin. Should you be so bold. Otherwise, you got to go the long way around. You got the double Steve, mini Steve, moguls, 3/4 Steve, mini Steve again. Coming up past the trapdoor and finally into the blaster's drip finish. So I think we're going to see some fancy footwork here from the marbles. 25 seconds. Going to give me a chance to kind of refresh my brain. So we are ready for the finals as they arrive. Okay, here we go. 14 marbles already out of the gate, and it looks like Dublix once again wasting no time killing themselves. Kira Zalka coming up on the boost, looking to get around as quickly as possible. Loveless Assault takes the lead as they come around the bend as Amio is eliminated. Here we go. Loveless Assault making it up past the Midi Steve into the Broken Steve. Loveless Assault continuing to go through with some pretty good lines. Here comes Spootry and Dr. Exo with some good lines of their own as they make their way up into the Mustache. It's Loveless Assault around the Mustache, but going backwards. Dr. X has to go back and try again. Here comes Kira and Droska trying to make something happen. Hugo Diaz, nothing happening just quite yet. The Mustache really mixing up right now as Droska and Dr. X look to take the lead into the double Steve. They go, both of them into the same chamber. Oh, but they both miss the dismount, and that's going to give the other marbles a chance to close the gap. Kira misses. Hugo Diaz coming through. Loveless Assault finally drips down in past the trapdoor, and now into the second double Steve we go. It's Justa overtaking as they come up into the line. Hugo Diaz going to join him with a perfect line. Justa goes backwards. Droska's finally through. Here comes Loveless Assault and Sensei Balker trickling around. The 4 marbles in contention right now. Droska needs to sneak out before the blade swipes. No, doesn't make it. Loveless Assault overtakes the first place with Sensei Balker tripping out in second. And Justa comes down in third as they go for the dismount into the Mustache. This is your chance to go for the skip. Who's going to be the one to do it? Loveless Assault doesn't need to do it. They're in the lead. They can put the pressure on the other marbles. But here comes Justa from behind, rolls right over Jahuska and takes the lead as Loveless Assault stumbles in second. Luca Diaz looking to overtake, and Loveless Assault going to fall back to third. The other marbles in the back have a chance to go for the glorious skip if they can just perfectly time it. Damien goes for it, goes for the landing, hits the track, but bounces off a second time and can't hold the landing. Absolutely glorious line from Damien, but they just couldn't stick the landing on the track. Bounced a little too hard there, and they will be eliminated, but absolutely glorious attempt from Damien, the leader of the Redeemapalooza as it currently stands. Glad to see someone in first place taking some risks and having some fun. Justa, though, is in the lead and decides to go backwards. Fantastic. Maybe they shouldn't strike when they're in first place. Here comes Loveless Assault past the trapdoor, now in first. Here comes Justa back in second. Sensei Balker in third, and Sensei Balker takes out Justa. Justa doesn't even get a chance to redeem themselves. Dr. X in third place, though, has a chance to boost their way up into the top. But Loveless Assault is closing the gap. Good boost, good line. No, they stumbled. They need another boost quick, and there it is. Loveless Assault, perfectly timed shot straight off of the molasses into their wind ring. And Sensei Balker coming up into second. Dr. X looking for third. Sensei also perfectly times it. Dr. X needs one. Doesn't have it. J Cliff Gaming isn't enough. No, smacks their face right on the edge. And just 15 seconds left to go. It's going to be Hugo Diaz and it's going to be Hugo Diaz gets the benefit of the follow cam, but only 8 seconds. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. They're making worse progress. It's over. Okay. Well, they tried. They tried. Jumps are the way to go, in my opinion. If I was racing, I would only go for jumping skip chances. And like jumping, if it's like a really long straightaway, trying to like jump over the Steves, absolutely. It's the way to go, in my opinion. All right, well, let's take a look at this leaderboard. After the 10th race, we got Damien down to 18 points. Emu down to 7, J Cliff down to 7, Sensei Balker looking at positives with 4 tied at Justa, also at 4, and Loveless Assault jumps up to 4 points as well. This is going to be a very close match. Less than 30 points between first and last place. Absolutely phenomenal. Here we go, the last normal race of the day. Don't forget, after this race, the points increase by almost 2.5 times. So it is anyone's game right now. Get those marbles in. 1 minute going up on the clock. Let's go over the track. And we got some stone rainbows, which is a nice little combo. Coming around the bend into the trapdoor mogul combo. Big skip chance if you risk it for the biscuit. Otherwise, you got to go down into trapdoor, which is not quite a skip chance. Coming around into the crossover helix, looping around as you go down past the next trapdoor. Lots of wiggle waggles here. Gonna need some good booster strikes to get you through it. Into the 3/4 Steve double static pins. Lots more waggling around before you hit the full Steve, and then a full 180 skip chance swoop around molasses drip wind ring combo. It's a tight board, and a well-timed launch in the right direction could change everything. Let's see what the marbles are going to do here with just 10 seconds left to go. Whew. 14 marbles in it to win it, and here we go! Boosting right out of the gate. It looks like it's going to be Lovers' All, Droska, Kira's All, Spoontree, and Dr. Rex. Trying to get past those first couple trapdoors, and so far looking pretty good. And Dublix, a little too much mustard over the bump, is going to be eliminated. My voice is going. Now into the skip chance potential. Who is going to be the marble to go for it? Hunchback goes for a straight shot down to the bottom bend, but can't quite stick the landing. Droska bouncing around as they go through it. The rest of the marbles in the back. Chicken Roo or Justa could make one last-ditch effort to go for the skip chance. Droska goes backwards, going nowhere after that explosion. Lovers' All once again rocketing into first place. And Damien gets the skip chance down off the trap door and goes down into first place, but they got to turn around. Lovers' All now in first again, but Damien's holding second. Droska was bouncing up and down between the two track pieces and somehow managed to not make it happen. Lovers' All is out, and that means Damien is now in first place after the skip chance potential, but there's marbles right behind ready to chase him down and challenge that lead. It's Jacliffe Gaming overtaking around the bend in first. Here comes Sensei Balker up in second. Damien holding third for now. Amio, Chicken Roo, and Justa in striking range as they make their way up into the three-quarter Steve. Jacliffe Gaming goes backwards. Sensei Balker now in the lead, trying to find their way through the static pins, and they've got a pretty good line, but they're going to need some boost if they want to keep up with Damien, who has been absolutely dominating here tonight. Damien around the bend. Sensei Balker going backwards. Jacliffe Gaming, it needs to make a move, and it looks like Damien's starting to put some distance between themselves and the other marbles with some well-timed boosts across the bend. Up into the Steve we go. It's going to be Damien still in first, and another good line through the Steve. Damien looking to cinch it to win it, and now they come up into the last skip chance. Hopeful here if anyone in marble gets to go for it. Damien lines it up, coming up into the Mogo and Molasses Trip. Jacliffe Gaming in second. Sensei Balker third. Chicken Roo with a chance to go for the skip. They're just gonna, but here comes Jacliffe Gaming. They had a good amount of speed trying to get through on that bend, but they didn't quite stick the landing, and Damien's just muscling through, finally lines it up. It took him 3 boosts to finally find the line, but they got it, and Damien gets their 4th win of the day, and that could cinch it for him. Jacliffe Gaming does finish in second. Sensei Balker does finish in third. Chicken Roo, Slow and Steady Bastard, living up to their name, even up to their own demise, as they did not have enough speed to get through on that win ring. And with 10 seconds left to go, Justa and Amio need to make it happen right here for some points. Can they do it? Amio to the outside, gets a good boost, but loses all their speed, but boosts again, and they're going to take it and Justa smash to pieces right before they had a chance. And there's that marble once again. The Deutsche Marble League, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. What is going on here? 28 points for Damien. That's going to put some distance between them and the rest of the marbles. Jacliffe Gaming, though, trying to keep pace at 14. Amio at 8. Sensei Balker at 8. Just at 2. Lovers' All at 2. Droska at -1. And the rest of the marbles also looking at negatives. Dublix working their way down as fast as possible. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the final race. Let's take a look at the official leaderboard and get those amped up points ready. There you have it. It's going to cost you 5 points to join this last race, but big payouts to change everything up at the end. Let's take a look at the board. In first place, Damien with 28, Jacliffe with 14, Amio at 8, Sensei Balker at 8, Lovers' All at 2, Justa at 2. And that means 5 people have a chance to win it? Yes, 5 people have a chance to win it. So here we go. Let's do this. Get your marbles in. The final race of Redeemapalooza number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for coming out. Hope you had some fun. We're trying to do this every Sunday at noon, our new time for the new schedule. Ooh. We got a heck of a map, so let's get that clock going. Let's get these marbles in, and let's go over the track. Uneven hills right into a bend. That's going to cause some troubles. You got some moguls into some more bends. You got pins all over the place. Full Steve mogul, full Steve combo, and then mogul trapdoor static pin combo. Another trapdoor going around the bend in past the moguls. Lots of boosting potential here if you want to go for it. Or even this is the jump skip chance I was talking about. That's going to get you into the trapdoor, Steve, trapdoor, trapdoor, trapdoor combo. My God. An S-bend into the helix and a perfectly tight helix skip chance. You could even go off of here down into the bottom of the Steve if you wanted to, and that's going to get you into the guaranteed win finish. This is going to be a very exciting race, and the finish is going to be absolutely chaos. Let's see what's going to happen for the victory here. Will Damien run away with it entirely, or is there a marble looking to make something miraculous happen? Let's find out. 6 seconds counting down, 13 marbles in it to win it. The Redeemapalooza number 9 finale is underway. Right out of the gate, we got a boost from Spoontree and Jaycliff Gaming. A little risky there, going so fast right into the bend, but they managed to keep it on the track, and Justa is out in front with a comfortable lead right now. Here comes Loveless Assault. Droska and Dublix all trying to make something happen. Droska gets a good bounce up into first place as they go through on that Steve, but Justa's going to retake as they go down into the pins. It looks like Spoontree finds a good line, trying to challenge. Loveless Assault also in the mix as well, but Droska takes out Spoontree by force, and that could be a strategic play to get themselves some less competition up in front here. Druska jumps up into second place. Loveless all going to respond with a boost of their own into the static pins. The Marbles having some trouble keeping the speed. Some damage being dealt, but here comes Kira, Mr. Hunchback, Sensei Balker, Damien, Jacob Gaming, and Chicken Roo, and Damien's out! Damien is out! A bad bounce pushed off the track by Sensei Balker. They have been eliminated, and that means it is wide open for a victory here today. It's going to be Dublix gone and Mr. Hunchback gone. The trapdoors doing their work, and Loveless Assault is in the lead right now for first place, and Droska also has a chance to seal. Sensei Balker will be eliminated. Jaycliff Gaming now in third. Kara Azalka. It's Chicken Roo and ABO also holding it down. Just 6 marbles remaining as they try to struggle in the hardest part of the track. The 4 trapdoors and the Steve, and Droska can't make it. They're going to be eliminated. Loveless Assault up in front all alone, but the other marbles still have a chance. Jaycliff Gaming can't get past the quadruple trapdoors. Kira Azalka, ABO, and Chicken Roo all need to make something happen right now as Loveless Assault is absolutely running away with it. Chicken Roo's gone. Loveless Assault coming through all alone. ABO with a chance to go for a jump skip, chance to put it all on the line right here and go for the glory at the last second. Loveless is all circling around. Is Emio going to get the jump? You got to jump, Emio! Jump for it! No, Emio! What are you doing? Loveless is all circling around, looking to take the victory nice and steady in stride, taunting the other marbles as they fall through on the guaranteed finish. Loveless Assault takes first place, but is it enough for victory? We'll find out in just a moment. Amio around the bend, taking second place, and Kira Zalga looking to slow down and get through into third with 15 seconds left to go. Absolutely unprecedented things occurring here on this race, ladies and gentlemen. No idea what's going to happen on the final podium setup. Let's take a look and see who has won it all. Whew. Oh, look, the energy's working again. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Redeemapalooza number 9. Let's see who we have in third place. It's Love Rules Us All with the victory. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In second place, Damien falling on the final race with 4 wins and a strong lead the entire way. And that means, could it be in first place? ABO! The Narwhal taking it home. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a marble. I mean, really, that's a marble. 25-23. Holy smokes, what a finish. Loveless Assault at 22, Kira at 12, David at 9, Sensei Bulgar at 3. The rest of the marbles looking at negative, and a round of applause for Dublix toughing it out at negative 18.